Guys, welcome back. By request, how would you go about preparing for a battle? Well, there's many ways to do this, of course, and it really depends on the person what to do and how to prepare. But I'll just give, if I would give advice to someone, this is what I would tell them how to prepare. So you can freestyle huge parts when you do a battle, because when you do that, you have way more chance of really playing with the music, and it just comes off more natural, and you have less chance that people see the same stuff all the time because you prepared so well, they actually know you run after a while, right? So that's a good thing, freestyle, but you need to prepare like 4 or 5 things already for each run you're gonna do, and you practice those, and you really know those already. So the first thing you should know is the entrance move, and the entrance move is the way you enter the floor. I'm not on the floor right now. The floor is empty, right? And maybe the other guy went first when it was a battle, or maybe I started. It's both times. We're just going to give an example of an entrance move. So I'm just going to do a straight move and look at the opponent for 2 seconds. Then I start rocking the beat from there. See? Why do I think this is a strong entrance? Simply because it's sort of an explosive move. It shows some attitude simply by me standing there for 1 second. So I like that, right? But that's kind of what I like. I like explosive moves, and I like to go in this, go in there with sort of a bang. But maybe that's not your style. So, but you need to prepare whatever you want. You can if it's your style to dance to the middle of the floor, then do it. But you need to have prepared the way towards the middle already. I'm just gonna rock the beat right now. You need to have this prepared. Sort of, you know how to go to the middle. Then you do top rope. And the top rope, you can actually totally freestyle. It's up to you. If you can do a special trick in your top rope, of course, prepare that, right? So you know already, okay, I'm gonna make this little weird jump here. Okay, you prepared that. But, in general, top rope, you can freestyle it. Whatever the music tells you, boom, you do it, right? But then we go to the go down, and you need to practice your go down. A go down, it says it in the word, right? How are you gonna go to the floor? And the more, if you prepare this, you're ready. The top rope might be nice, and then you go awkwardly to the floor. It's lame. So find a way, but there's a million go downs, and if you create your own, it's even better. Maybe you just want to do a little, like little shimmy, boom, footwork, right? It's fine, but you prepared this, you practice this, you know how to do this. And, personally, I would really suggest you do the same for your power move. So let's say I want to do the flare, just do this, right? It's not wrong, especially if you have very good flair, but it's also kind of lame. So let's say, I'm just going to give you an example of something I, for instance, do, is then actually I do top rocks, but I keep my arm behind my back, right? And from the top rocks, I actually jumping flare like that. Just an example, right? But it sort of makes it just a little special, and you should prepare all this stuff. You know what to do. Even if you're just gonna do flares, you know already, okay, I'm gonna go to the flare, I'm gonna do it this way. If you're gonna go to the footwork, you practice it. You know exactly how you're gonna do that. But then the footwork itself, you can freestyle a huge part of it, right? But you need 1 or 2 special tricks in your footwork, and you need to have this prepared. So I'm just gonna give an example. In this case, let's say I did that flare. And I can actually maybe make some footwork already that my arm is still behind my back, right? And that's something you prepare. You don't freestyle that stuff. But like all other things in footwork, you can pretty much freestyle. If the music tells you to do something crazy there, why not do it, right? If you can freestyle it, but the special trick in your footwork, and you need 2 of these, or if 3 is better, but 2 is okay. So that is all the stuff you prepare. The entrance move, the go down, whatever it is, it can be simple, but you prepared it, and that special tricks in your footwork or power move. If you do power move, same thing, right? Let's say I do some power move, but I do the thing with the arm behind the back. Just an example. Then maybe I go to the head spin and do the same thing with my arm behind my back, just to make. I show something special in the power move, right? If you have really, really clean and really hard power move, in itself is good enough, but you know what I mean? If you give that little special something, you prepared it, you practice it, and you know what to do, right? So, we got all that, now we need the ending. So the ending needs to be the exclamation mark on your run, but doesn't have to be a really hard move. I'm just going to give an ending that I always do. Is a simple, well, not always, but you know, this is something I do in battles also a lot, because I like it. It's a really clear ending of your run. Just doing, you know, some footwork, and here, just twist on my back like that. I really like that one, you know, it's really clear, okay, that's the finish of his run. So, I like that, but you know, it's up to you. And you don't have to do stuff like that. That's sort of my style. I like to, you know, I like to dance and rock the beat and then all of a sudden blow up. But that's sort of what I like. But let's say I'm going to give another example of a very simple finish from that footwork stuff. I'll just do this freeze right here. I'm on the elbow point and here I am. Now, from here, I simply stand up. See, it's the exclamation mark of my run. This little pose. Can be simple, can be dope, but you practice this. So, what did you practice? For each run, you practice how to get on the floor. For each run, you practice how am I going to go down. For each run, you practice what you're going to do. For each run, like the special tricks, right? You can freestyle the rest, but the special tricks, or if you do power move, you practice it, right? You know you can do it. No moves you crash in. You know what to do. And then the final is that ending. And then I really suggest when you practice it, that you also practice standing up like it's a battle, so you don't just walk away. Because in normal practice, that's actually fine, right? You can even walk away like this, oh man, fuck, right? But in a battle, you should never do that, right? You just threw your own run away because you showed everybody it went wrong. So in a battle, when you practice for battle, practice like that. So now, real quick, how can you, when you're practicing this stuff, grab your camera, place it on the floor, and film your runs. So basically you can freestyle all the time, and then every time you try to add these moves. Practice that go down every time, right? Do it a lot of times. Just, okay, maybe it's not really fun, but that's how you prepare, right? You practice it with the camera on. And if you make a mistake, you try to keep going, finish the run, and then you start over and do it again and again and again. This is actually better to practice alone than with people, because people will see the same moves over and over, but it is okay. Everybody knows it's a practice, and if you do power move, for instance, you can just practice that power run over and over and over. It's fine, right? That's what practice is for. So practice your entrance move, practice your go down, practice the middle part. What are these special tricks that make my middle part stand out? And practice your ending. When you practice like that and you film it and you practice over and over and over, you will get ready. And each, like if you battle, you should know like 4 or 5 runs, I guess. But the main goal is that you know the first 2 runs. If you know the first 2 runs, you're ready to start the battle. And when you win, you're like, oh shit, I actually won. What am I going to do now, right? Worry about that later. First, you want to win your first battle, the first round of the battle, not the whole jam. Because if you're that good, don't worry about it. You're doing good, right? If you're winning all that crap, don't worry about what my suggestion is. You're winning, right? But if you're not winning and you're not prepared, you simply prepare like this and do well. See you next time.